Okay, start teaching again. Welcome back. Now, the next teaching, Tetrakomba ni Jimmy Nyamjang, Constant Charte, Demit Hipa Mumjom Merteto, de la Garduptan, Shenlu Shona Muzon, la Jimmer Janvi Karander Tinjurayanos. So, in the root text, by becoming familiar in this way, even though illusory experiences will dawn as described, it will be impossible to avoid developing the understanding that they are unreal, as for affirmation or negations and fixations that arise in your mind. By training to recognize these as illusions, abstractions will transform into their intrinsic freedom. And then, yang tengin zin ji yon den dexer mertok par ngengi char yang na it xiam ji sang ter de song ni na di tin sang sang gar go tarchur de song wa nyem rikpa wa men xia 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 shut xia song de xina war sim jig den di ni li jin zhen ba lok de ta me yang wa chim bu ngang lan da ra me chang chak dang ga de je xiong yang gun chö bi sim ji jan de char yang sim sa dang mer yo wi sam de那桑特等同为简单、信息比文系等卡兰多瓦拉所比总是白的没办的本着咯。Moreover, from these ongoing experiences, the qualities of meditative concentration, bliss, clarity, and non-thoughts will dawn. By resting with these appearances, move into their transparency. At that very moment of an appearances, evenly move into its brilliance, vividness, insubstantiality, and purity, move with the shimmering, fluctuating, and perceivedness of awareness, by merging outer, inner, and in between into one. Invert the grasping of your body and ongoing experience that is never separate from great vastness without reference, attraction or repression, affirmation or negation, while laughing. Whatever occurs, these will dawn as ornaments of your mind. Through unwavering meditative absorption, the mind will remain clear and lucid. Your vision will see the translucency of appearances. You will have the clairvoyance of knowing others' minds, and you will accomplish the immeasurable supernormal powers, such as the ability to travel through space. Okay, here Longchenpa talks about the result achieved through meditation, and which everything is seen to be an illusion. So the benefits, kind of like, the result he's talking here is, all these experiences, but here, once again, I'm going to give the summary of the meditation. I think that's important. This kind of benefit of this meditation, Longchenpa explains here different experiences and how you see, how you hear, how you feel, everything. But that's depends on your meditation. So the meditation is we already finished the instructions, but again, make really sure that you understand the meditation. So that the summary of meditation, because here Longchenpa used all these Dzogchen, the great perfection kind of phrases and very unusual, maybe in your language, like kind of words, you know. So it's not easy to understand these phrases or vocabulary, Dzogchen vocabulary. So I want to make sure that you understand how to meditate on this. As I mentioned above, in order to meditate on this chapter, the illusion chapter, find and rest in illusion. First, again, you take refuge and generate bodhicitta, and then you pray that you may realize that all things are illusion, and you should reflect upon the illusory sort of character of all things, and then you visualize yourself as a deity with your teacher above your head, in front of whatever, and recite the 7 branch prayers just as before. And if you can recite the Longchenpa's, the training in illusion prayer 3 times. And then after that, you need to practice a little bit of Guru Yoga. As Longchenpa mentioned, at this time, it is crucial to have genuine devotion. Um, the reason for this is, as you know, that whether your meditation is successful or not really and totally depends on pure and genuine devotion to your lineage and your teachers. As I said, with the devotion, you easily meditate, progress on the paths, and experience the discover realization. So receive lots of teachings, very important. But more important is you have to understand the summary of meditation, the essence of meditation. Sometimes it helps when we explain the benefit of this kind of instructions meditation, but more important is you need to know how to meditate, right? So, for example, the refuge essence of practice, refuge is you really develop faith and devotion. Then you practice Guru Yoga. The essence of Guru Yoga practice is recognize the nature of your mind through the devotion. In the Tantric teachings, it says that you will be able to reach enlightenment within 6 months of practice in Guru Yoga with unwavering devotion and with your diligent effort. So therefore, practicing Guru Yoga is important at this time. And when you practice Guru Yoga, some people say that you should not visualize your own teacher in human form, which means you should visualize your teacher in the form of a deity or form of a Pamasambhava, or it is enough to supplicate the three jewels. But according to Longchenpa, this is completely wrong Guru Yoga practice, because while practicing Guru Yoga, if you meditate on your teacher and the form of a Yedam deity, that is in fact meditation on a Yedam deity. It is not Guru Yoga meditation. That's what Longchenpa says, you know. So Longchenpa said that when you practice Guru Yoga, you have to visualize your teacher as a human form, exactly. Everything is him or her physical form. That's why we call it Guru Yoga. Guru means teacher. Yoga means, in this case, you know, meditation. So Longchenpa says, don't visualize your teacher as a form of Yedam deity. Longchenpa also said that it's important to understand that the root of your devotion has to develop through Guru Yoga practice, not through the practice of Yedam deity. Because when you practice Guru Yoga, you think about your teacher's instructions and the teachings, and you receive the empowerment, and you receive all these teachings, and that teachings and instructions change your life, so then you can sort of really appreciate and respect. That is kind of another way to say you develop your devotion through the appreciation. Remember the kindness of your teacher. So then you can sort of trust, you can understand, like without your teacher, you cannot improve your life this way. So through that, you can develop devotion. I think that's the main thing Longchenpa says. Practice Guru Yoga, not practice Yedam deity, is Guru Yoga. So you should indeed meditate on your teacher and his or her present form in order to develop devotion. So for us, there is nothing greater than the teacher. And Longchenpa also said that if you practice Guru Yoga on your teacher's sort of actual physical form all the time, then you are never parted from all the Buddhas and the other deities. So therefore, you should meditate on your teacher at all times, day and night. So through training in this way, you'll be able to achieve all of these experiences and good result. So because, all these things depends on each other, like your devotion depends on understanding then the teachings, and then your discipline depends on your devotion. So all these things, once you develop one, and then the other qualities like naturally increase, right? So Guru Yoga, we have outer Guru Yoga, that is requesting blessings through supplications. Then we have inner Guru Yoga, that is recitation and receiving the four empowerments, etc. And then we have secret Guru Yoga, that is meditating on the Guru and yourself as inseparable with a Guru devotion, and continue doing the meditations daily until you have gained the stable realization of seeing your Guru is everything. So the Guru in Guru Yoga means our present teachers who given us teachings and the oral instructions and transmissions, who give us the tantric initiations, empowerments, vows, who gave us sort of personal advice and who guide us to enlightenment, which is the main goal of our lives. Because the purpose of this life is to benefit sentient beings, and the greatest benefit we can offer them is to liberate them from their suffering. And in order to do that, we need to attain enlightenment. And to do that, we need to achieve the Guru Yoga practice. Because the purpose of Guru Yoga practice is for us to achieve realization of the path to enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. That is the Buddhist, from the Buddhist perspective, the purpose of life. That is the purpose of life. That is the meaning of life. But you need to ask to yourself, what is the main goal of your life? If your goal is to attain enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings, then I don't know, that is the main goal or not. If that is your attain enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings, if that is your goal, main goal, then Patrick said you should consider your teacher is everything, because your teacher is the person who guides you to enlightenment through the teachings and oral instructions and transmissions and so on and so forth. And if you do that, then it will be very easy to develop your devotion. See, so that's the thing, right? So we have to ask ourselves, what is my main goal? That's the thing. That's the first thing you have to understand. Maybe it is not, your goal is not to attain enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings, then Guru Yoga means nothing. Then the Guru is like, you can consider your teacher is like your regular teacher, like you go to school, in your life, that kind of teacher. But if your goal is attain enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings, if that's your goal, if that's the main thing and purpose of your life, meaning of your life that you want, then Guru Yoga is everything. Because without the Dharma teachings, more importantly, the oral instructions and transmissions, there is no way to achieve enlightenment. And that's why very important, practice Guru Yoga correctly. So if you practice Guru Yoga correctly, then develop genuine devotion is not really difficult. It's not difficult at all, actually. But it's very important, devotion, because without devotion, we are not achieve nothing. But if you practice Guru Yoga correctly, discover develop devotion is really not difficult. Maybe you just don't receive a lot of teachings and don't see your teacher all the time, then maybe you don't really like consider your teacher is everything. But once you someone who like gives you all the instructions and gives you first like give you the refuge vows and then all the way everything, then as a human being we can understand the kindness. So then I think through that kind of understanding, develop devotion. Devotion basically means like trust and follow that instructions until you achieve a goal. That's not difficult. And in order to not only receive the teachings and oral instruction transmissions, but in order to your realization to ripen within your mind, you need to receive the Guru's blessings. And in order to receive the Guru's blessings, you need to develop devotion through the practice of Guru Yoga. That's why Longchenpa said that you need to visualize your own teacher in human form, not like your teacher is visualized as a Yedam deity, form of Yedam deity. So I think Longchenpa clearly mentioned here this, I think because of that. When I practice Guru Yoga, of course, every single day, I visualize my teachers as their kind of like human form and think about how they talk, how they act, how they, you know, that way, like more, it gives me more connection. Like I can feel it, I can understand, I can like, when you visualize, for example, Pamasamba or Buddha Shakyamuni, we understand their biographies, their teachings, everything. It's very important, but we actually never met them, so we really don't know exactly, right, how they body and everything, like, it's not clear. You may like visualize Pamasambhava who wears this strange hat, and then he had this kadanga and and all this kind of ornament. That is like how they paint on the tankas, and tankas appears like that. But maybe Pamasambhava is not like that at all. Who knows? But if you visualize your teacher as a human form, then you understand exactly, and that's easy to connect to your Guru Yoga practice. And as we're talking about Guru Yoga, I want to let you know that you should consider my root teachers are also your root teacher, because we have these videos and teachings and good thing, you can see them as a human form, you understand how they talk. Maybe you don't understand. None of them, speak English in only Tibetan. But other than that, you can see everything. Because whatever I give you, these teachings from my teachers, so basically you are receiving these teachings from them and not from me. So I really think you should, I always say this, but you should consider my root teachers are also your root teachers. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying like I'm giving you this teaching. Oh, you should visualize me as your root teacher, and not saying that I don't like that. So don't do that. But uh, the Myru teachers are really amazing teachers. So all these teachings from them, and then basically you're receiving these teachings from them. So that's just what I think. Um, so we have this most precious human life that we have received. Um, Perhaps just this once. So we need to make as meaningful as possible. So that's why Longchenpa gave us this important teaching called essential guidance on the meaning of being at ease with illusion. Jimangarso in Tibetan. It means relaxing with illusions. Don't don't irritate. Don't like attach to them, and don't sort of react these appearances negatively. So it means just relaxing with this all these appearances like illusions. That's what Longchenpa said. The question is like, how do we relax with the illusions? In order to relax with illusions, we need to understand whatever appears to us is illusion and empty. So according to this teaching, life is like really last night's dream. So Longchenpa and Pape Rinpoche also say, don't hold on to it as a permanent, because life is like last night's dream. Don't sort of think solid or inherently existent, existent and permanent. That is the key point, and inwardly, no matter what negative emotions may arise in your mind, look on all of them as illusions. And outwardly, no matter what appearances, may appear, recognize that they appear without truly existing. So therefore, everything is illusion or illusory. By reflecting in this way, my teachers say that you should come to the understanding that these illusions are you can say illusions, you can appearances, all this are the radiance of emptiness. And train yourself to see them as empty and unreal. That is very important. In order to do that, Longchenpa also gives us, the different instructions, right? So when you are laid down to sleep, you should relax in the state of the what they call it, illusoriness of all things. I don't know that I might say it correctly. And then you should visualize also this central channel in your body. It starts 4 fingers below the navel and goes straight up to the top of your head. The central channel stands, in the very middle of your body without sort of leaning to the left or to the right, very straight. And within this central channel, it is like, substantial. You should then concentrate on a bright sort of flame, until the light becomes sort of thinner and thinner, and then eventually it disappears. And that state, you should fall asleep. This is another meditation instruction by Longchenpa. If you practice like this, at first, he said that you will recognize your dream as simply illusions, and getting used to their lack of real existence. So you have to meditate on this until you recognize your dream as dream. And I think the benefit of this meditation, I think Longchenpa says one of the seven treasure teaching, Dzogchen Teaching, Longchenpa said that if you meditate on this, the benefit of this, if for one night you recognize your dream as illusion, you will receive Dakas and Dakinis blessings. That's what he said. So you see this, if that's, and then this instruction is very simple, very easy. You just lay down and then visualize in your body, the central channel, like a channel. And then just basically focus on that and then sleep. And then because of that, you will understand, you will recognize your dream as illusion. Maybe not every night, but getting better and better, of course. And then also, again, the result of this practice is your clinging to the real existence of samsara will, dissipate, or less and less, all by itself. So we usually think our thoughts and our emotions are substantial and lasting, right? And we always experience them as solid, real, and independent and permanent, But the truth is that they're not. They are completely illusory. Yet we're separate, and we don't recognize this reality, the truth. We think it is our normal and natural state. So therefore, Longchenpa said, we are very disconnected from this reality. So you see, according to this teaching, all our thoughts, feelings, everything, the result of the dualistic mind, creating a perception of being substantial, and then we react to this illusion with negative emotions, such as attachment, aversion, etc. So that's how we experience, and our whole perceptual experience is the result of how do I say, tuba, the fabrication between our senses, our brain, and our dualistic mind. So how do we destroy this misperception of reality and recognize, and how do we wake up to our true nature? Longchenpa says that we have to see and we have to recognize the whole world is dream-like illusions. Nothing is truly substantial or solid, and nothing exists independent. Everything is interconnected, right? Interdependent, and everything is liminal sort of space. If we see it for what it is through this kind of meditation, we will be able to, Longchenpa said, we'll be able to wake up to our true nature. So to recognize the illusory nature of things means to directly experience the reality. And this is achieved through practicing Longchenpa's all these secret teachings, such as Ngarsu Korsum, the trilogy of natural ease, and especially this teaching. This teaching is Jima Ngarsu, right? Finding rest in illusion. Now, according to this teaching, we go through all the preliminary practice first, and then we do the contemplation of everything as illusion. And then we rest in deep meditation. Okay? That's the whole point of this teaching. So you have to remember thoughts and emotions are dream-like illusions in your daily activities. And especially you have to remember this practice at times when you are feeling emotionally sensitive, or when you're experiencing strong attachment, jealousy or aversion or whatever. At that moment, we have to remember these instructions. So that is very important, I think. And then they say, Longchenpa say, and the benefits of this practice, he said, when you are truly, completely recognizing and experiencing your thoughts, your emotions, and everything is dream-like illusions, then you can go through walls and, like the great master did when they were in jail. Because you don't really see the wall, and everything is not like, you don't see solid or permanent, right? You see as illusion. So that's why Longchenpa says, by resting with these appearances, move into their transparency. Okay? Okay, so that's that. I don't think I missed anything. The next part is now the dedication. It says, Tertuchukan Jimmy Ramjan, the Nyamsinywa Kante Shapali, Shungi Gary, Malindoa, and Jendi Jerry in Japan, Tai Show. It says, by the virtue that arises from this explanation of how to experience all phenomena as illusory by nature, may the activity of the illusion like victors on behalf of all beings without exception remain beyond limit. And then the next verse is the author of this teaching and the place where he wrote this teaching. It says, I, the yogin of illusion, stainless radiance Drimé Özer. Drimé Özer, is another name. It means stainless radiance. That's his name. I, the yogin of illusion, Drimé Özer, or stainless radiance, arranged this instruction on the was the Sonjuk Damba. It means coalescence of luminosity and illusion. Jigdandipa Sonjuk. Drimé was Jimmy Namjir. And then the essential meaning of illusion, extremely vast and profound in meaning, on the mountain slope that is like an illusion, white skull snow mountain, Kangar Tokar. Well, Kangar Tokar is that is the mountain. It's kind of like white mountain, so that's why it's called Kangar Totkar. Tot means like a sloop. Kar means white. Oh, here, white skull. Okay, this tot means here is tot means a skull. And then Kangar means snow mountain. Kangar Tokkar. Okay? That's that. And then the next verse is his advice on pursuing the practice. It says, fortunate individuals of future generations, please constantly and diligently apply themselves to this way of the Dharma. Freed from the dimness of the illusion of misknowing, appearances of precepts will transform into the spontaneous illusion of pristine wisdom. Sherab kardan torwa tonyervi chusarandala tabnandanzo marg jimi rabrab pangter ishi jima lundab zukar nangs. Longchenpa also advised in his commentary, another commentary of this teaching. It says, this text is the essential heart of Dharma, so profound, a path where final teachings are distilled into their vital point. You who wish for freedom should strive in it sincerely, not rest in day or night. Practice it with diligence. So that is his advices. Here says, right? Fortunate individuals of future generations, please constantly, diligently practice these teachings during the day, during the night, because this life is precious and very short. No time waste. Okay, I don't think I need to explain all this. Now the next part is the conclusion of the teaching. It says, Dzogchen Bujimang Arston Television or Hisha Jati Drimé Özer Chukupa Dzogsos. This concludes the text called A Wish Fulfilling Gem, Guidance on the Meaning of Being at Ease with Illusion, a Dzogchen teaching that was arranged by the child of the victors, Drimé Özer, then virtue, 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 geo, geo, geos. Done. Now the this teaching, or what is called it, a wish fulfilling gem, guidance on meaning of being at ease with illusion, is completed. So I'm very happy to have had this chance to explain these teachings to all of you. Now it's your choice. These teachings will help you to see, I think, everything is illusion, which helps you to eliminate self-grasping and attachment. So if you want, or if you consider yourself as a disciple of Longchenpa lineage and practitioner, then you have to put them into practice. Because as always, my teachers say that, teachings should not just remain an intellectual level, intellectual understanding. Teachings, once you receive the teachings, it means you have to practice. So please try to practice these two different meditations. One is for during the daytime, the other one is for during the nighttime. Then you will see. And finally, I would like to thank you all and appreciate all of you coming to this teaching and doing the meditation together. And I hope your practice will grow. According to the Vajrayana Tantric teachings, you probably be able to reach liberation within 6 months if you have unwavering devotion and diligent effort. Probably that is difficult for us, but maybe before you die, you have some kind of experience of your meditation, and so that you don't have to worry about it, your future, and you have a confidence to, if you come back with a powerful mind and beneficial activities, so that you be able to lead and help others and lead them to all sentient beings into, like what Buddha did, reach enlightenment. So yeah, that's all. So the during the day meditation, the part of that instruction is kind of easy, but then during the nighttime there are some, like Longchenpa mentioned, different the at least as I know, like three different visualizations. One is you visualize a white A syllable, radiant light, and then all appearance dissolve into light, then back into the asalabo, and focus on that. You sleep. And the second is you visualize Yedam deity, which is Pamasambhavatara, and then that's another one. And then the other one, the last one, is you visualize a channel, um, central channel. Um, in your body. So there are three different visualizations. You can do all of that. Just try, and then see which one is the most beneficial. So you can then meditate on that. Um, and then you can see, the more you meditate like that, more you will be able to understand that all dreams are unreal. And eventually, then if you meditate on this way, there your concentration, your realizations, your experience, everything, increase. Um, so, so there are three ways you can train your mind, and three instructions, you can put them into your practice. Um, And then there is other things like this. After the dream yoga, the practice, there are this Longchenpa gives us, like there are three, like increase, dissolve, transformation, apparition. All these are kind of a little bit, I think, for beginners and Westerns, kind of a little bit complicated. So if you are not comfortable with this practice, you don't have to do. Um, but very important, first you have to, in order to practice these things, these three, increase, dissolve, this, there, I think four, right? In order to practice that, first you need to create a good foundation. Um, which is this true practice, right? During the day and during the nighttime. So then once you have good foundation, and maybe, for example, during the night when you sleep and then meditate in that way, and then you recognize your dream as a dream, then maybe you are ready to practice the other things, increase, dissolve. Like for example, Pamasambhava, and then Pamasambhava sort of transformed into wrathful deities, and you visualize all these different sort of different realms and all these things. Maybe at that point you are ready, but not maybe now. So I just wanted you to understand and keep your meditation simple as much as you can.